Today's video is all about this tenor saxophone in my grubby little paws. This is the Taishan. It's a Taishan Winds TSTS. I don't know why it's TSTS. That's just weird. Anyway, TSTS-7000, and it's gold coloured and it's shiny. So let's have a look around this tenor saxophone. Comes in this case. It's one of them typical zip-up cases with the Velcro handle thing, you know, the thing that keeps it together, the strap. It's got a nice big pocket on the front, which is actually pretty decent if you want to put some music in there. And it also comes with these backpack straps, and it's got a handle on the top of the case, which is also pretty handy. So let's have a look inside, and there it is, shiny, ta-da! Notice how the logo is actually engraved, and it's not that horrible cheap looking laser engraving. This is much better when it's engraved. It looks a bit more classy. It's also got the low arms on the B flat, the B and the low C key, which is very good for physical stability of the keys. Check out this funky little cool looking shape of the high F sharp and the reverse F sharp key. And it comes with a couple of cloths and like this mouthpiece here, which I'm not going to bother with. And the neck has this weird looking brace. What's going on here? It's way too thick. It just looks really weird and clumsy and awkward. And it does have this engraved logo on the neck octave key itself, which is very, very cool, to be honest. I like that. It looks a lot more classy when they have this engraving like this rather than that cheap, crappy looking laser engraving. You know the type. Notice how the thumb rest is also made in metal, which is a good sturdy thing to have. The reverse F sharp key guard has also got these little screws, which is very handy if you're adjusting or putting new pads in there. It has the engraving of Taishan wind instruments, which is also pretty nice looking as well. And there's the pinky keys. Hello pinky keys, how are you doing there? And there's the octave key doing its octavey things, but this time it's got like a little roller with it. Does it need it? I don't know. I mean, it could come in handy for some people, but I don't really need it myself. But it's a functional little thing. Does the job fine. And notice the dark sort of yellowy lacquer. I did switch out the pearl keys because I wasn't a fan of the ones that were in originally. That's them here now. I put these other pearl button touches in, which are a lot more flat and they felt more comfortable under the fingers. And the original pearl keys, I'm sure are quite functional for a lot of people, but for me, I didn't like them. They were a bit too bobbly, if you know what I mean by that. They just felt a bit raised too much around their edges. And here it is, back in my paws again, being all shiny and doing its Taishan stuff. So let's hear what it sounds like, and I'll speak to you lot after the demo. Well, there you have it. You've just heard this Taishan tenor saxophone, the TSTS-7000. I don't know why they say TS twice, I just don't get it. But anyway, and you eagle-eyed spotters out there would have noticed in the jam, I switched out the necks. I put on my Karsten Glogger, it's the copper neck. I just find it really opened up the saxophone a hell of a lot more. But the original neck is okay, it's functional, it does the job. But I'm not really that much of a fan of it because what I noticed as well was the angle of this neck is quite low compared to what I'm used to. So if this is going to be your main sort of tenor, maybe an aftermarket neck could be the solution to opening up the sound on this tenor. Now moving on to the sound of this thing, I think it sounds absolutely fine. It feels good, solid tuning. Yeah, it's a pretty decent all-round horn when you listen to it. Now, yes, I did switch out the pearl keys and it felt much more comfortable. It was just more smooth under the fingers when I'm wiggling them around like this. And yes, I switched the neck. So yes, there is some things that you could improve on it, but that's usually the case with a lot of horns. But for some adjustments like changing the neck, changing the pearl keys, it can make it into a pretty solid, decent horn. The double arms are a very good bonus because it's good for regulation. It's not going to kind of go out of regulation too much with these double arms on there. I don't think there's anything wrong with it that I can see structurally. I've sort of went through it. I've done all the adjustments that needed doing. And there wasn't really much to do. It's just a couple of things which you normally get on shipping. But this was fine, absolutely fine. Now I've read people saying that the metals are soft on this thing. Well, it doesn't feel any more soft or flimsy than my Yamaha or my Selmers or Yanagasawas. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe the metals are softer, but it doesn't feel it from the initial outset. Like I say, I could be wrong, but it does feel like a nice all-round solid instrument that'll do the job. And for the record, I took this to Sweden a few days ago and I played down there and it was great. It was absolutely fine. So there you have it. That was just a quick look around the Taishan. Is it something that you'd go for? Is it something I would go for? Well, I clearly did because I bought this one. I mean, it'll do the job. It's a great little backup horn. And if it's your first horn, I don't think you can go too much wrong with this. There's worse horns out there than this. But that's just my impression. That's just what I think. Anyway, I want you to do me a favour. Smash that like button. It puts a big smile on my stupid head. And you will catch me in the next video. Have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing.